Hi guys, and welcome to part 4 of the Knit Some Fancy Gloves series. We're going to be removing the thumb stitches on this video and then knitting the top of the glove right here. So the first thing you're going to need is a scrap piece of yarn to hold your thumb stitches. So go ahead and knit to your first marker. And then we're going to just remove this marker and take it off. And then you're going to put your scrap yarn on a yarn needle, and the stitches between your thumb, the two thumb markers, you're going to put on this scrap yarn. So for me it's 10 stitches. I'm just going to pass them all to my yarn needle. Oops, dropped one. And then I'm going to remove my other stitch marker because I don't need them anymore. Then what I like to do once they're all on here is to tie a little knot in my scrap yarn just to make sure none of the stitches are going to slip off. And then you just continue knitting around. So I'm going to knit this stitch next, so I fold it together and you make sure you pull it tight and you knit. Now I'm going to make sure there's 8 stitches on each of my needles because I took some off in the other round, remember? So I have 3 more stitches to put on this needle. So that's what it looks like right there. And now I'm going to continue knitting all the way back to the beginning. Alright, so now we're going to knit 10 more rounds for the top of your glove right here. So last time I kept getting lost when I was knitting this part, so I'm going to put a stitch marker on it so that I can count easily. This is round 1. So we're going to knit 10 rounds. If you want to make your glove longer, like if you have long fingers, I have pretty short fingers, you want to add more rounds to this area. So after you knit 10, you should try it on and see where it hits you on your fingers. This yarn still reminds me of unicorns. Come on, knit. I don't know, something about it reminds me of like fairies or unicorns. Just the blue and the pink. So now we're gonna do round 2. My husband took my son Ruben, right now he's 15 months old, to the park, and then they're going to pick us up a pizza Mine is going to be a gluten-free pizza. I hope he remembers what I usually like on it. And my husband gets just a plain pepperoni pizza. We don't eat pizza a lot around here because I avoid dairy and gluten. But sometimes on a Saturday, it's Saturday, you just gotta have a pizza. It's gotta be a thing. I'm gonna have so much yarn left over, I think. I don't know. Find out. At least it's pretty yarn. We're gonna knit everything. I'm so used to singing now, it's really weird. Because I have a baby and I'm used to entertaining him, I just break out in song in the randomest of places. One time my husband was watching my son and he wasn't with me. I might have told this story to you guys already. And I was just driving down the road singing, like my son was in the back seat. And I think of that story every time I just start breaking out in song and he's not here because it's slightly embarrassing, so it's good to describe why I do that. But singing really helps alleviate tension and stress too, like when I'm having a really bad day, when Ruben won't nap, or when things are just really messy and unorganized and I feel really out of control. Just stop everything and just sing. And it makes my son laugh and it makes me feel better and happy. And I've already lost count of what row I'm on. Let's see. That's why I put this marker on, because it's gonna count row 1. Oh no, I forgot to leave the marker on that row and I've just been slipping it every time. What is wrong with me? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna call this row 4, even though I have no idea. So you're just knitting 10 rounds, but 10-ish rounds. We're gonna say 10-ish rounds. It's just fine to knit. Just kind of measure it up with your other glove and see if it's the same height. Wow, I am so professional. Yes. More knitting, more knitting. I can't wait to eat pizza, and I'm gonna put my son to bed at 7:30. And I'm gonna eat pizza with my husband and we're gonna watch TV, maybe? We've been watching Netflix. We're trying not to be a big TV family and my son is way too young to watch TV. He maybe watches like a little bit once a week or something. But we have been watching Dark Matter on Netflix and it's definitely a show that's for adults. Or teenagers, I guess, but it's really, really good. And we're 1 episode away from the end of season 2. And the show that I like to watch is Once Upon a Time. I'm on season 5, and after season 2, it kind of went downhill a little bit. Like, it's not really as good. There's too many people and subplots and plot holes, and I feel like they don't really care about the writing style in the show very much anymore, but I still want to watch it to see what happens. Plus, Rumpelstiltskin, it's just creepy. He's just the creepiest villain ever. I don't know if any of you guys watch Once Upon a Time or Dark Matter, but I really wanted to dress up as Five for Halloween, but I couldn't find. She wears this flamingo shirt in season 2. She might wear it in season 1 too, and I just love it. I love her leggings. She has a pair of floral leggings that she wears, and I also really like the way she always ties a shirt around her waist. She's just so cute. And did you know the actress that plays her is like 23, but I think she's like 17 or something in the show. She seems like a kid. I call her a kid. Just measuring it up. It's funny how shows can be so, I don't know, how they can mean so much to a person when it's just television. But books mean a lot too to me. I love to read. Right now it's November of 2016, whereas you may be watching this, you know, decades from now. I mean, I could be dead or something. Wouldn't that be weird? Okay, that's creepy. Let's not talk about that. But I'm doing NaNoWriMo, and I have 10,000 words, and I'm pretty proud of myself. My goal is 2,000 words a day, and so far I have met that goal. I'm writing a space trilogy. It's not anything like Dark Matter and not influenced by Dark Matter at all. It's about a station that people are on, and the girl I'm writing about, the main character, is 13 years old. And I'm only in the beginning of the book, but I hope I can finish it because I've always wanted to write a book since I was a little girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's been my dream, and I've written tons of small short stories or started on things, but I've never ever finished them. So this November, I want to finish something. I don't want to let like my laziness or my inability to like finish things be something that happens for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I thought by now I would have already written a book, and I haven't, and it's sad. So this November, I'm going to write that book, and it could be the crappiest book in existence, but by goodness, I'm going to write it, I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to self-publish it. Maybe. I don't know. I know it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail, and it's okay not to ever write a book. But I really, really, really want to be an author. I don't care if I'm famous. I just want to publish it and have my book in my hand. Like, how cool would that be? It's like my #1 biggest dream. How many rows now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 more rounds. Let's make sure. Actually, I think I might just do 1 more round, maybe. I'm trying to measure it up. No, it looks like it's 2. 2 more rounds. And then I'll try it on. Okay. I hate it when everything gets all tangled. Anyway, yes, I'm writing a book. The main character's name is Olive, and she has a sister named Maggie. But I might change her name. Her sister's name, not hers. Her full name is Olivia. So Olive for short. And she has to eat reconstructed enzymes every day. She does not like them very much. So this was round 9, and then we're going to do round 10. Alright, I'm about to start on round 10. It's just more knitting like we've been doing before. So here I go. The last round, round 10. Slip, knit. I don't know why I'm keeping this stupid stitch marker on there. Maybe to mark the beginning of my round. That's why it's on there. It's to mark the beginning of my round because I didn't leave it on the first row sticking down there where it was supposed to be so that I would know how many rounds I knitted. I feel like I've done too many rounds. Too many. I might need to go back a little bit. I don't know. I may have done 11 or 12 rounds. I'll have to count. and watch this video over again to see how many rounds I've done. So what I do when I've done 10 is I try it on. Let me zoom out. And I see where it hits on my hand. No, this is perfect. I didn't do too many, it's perfect. Because we're going to add a little border on top, and that will be the edge. So the edge will meet, it's about maybe an inch more. So I try it on and I see that it hits the very top of my fingers right here. That's where I want it to hit on gloves for me. If you have really long fingers, you may want to do another 2 rounds or something. Just know we're going to be adding another inch to it. So yeah, that is all for part 4. In part 5, we're going to finish off this top right here and maybe the thumb if we have time left over. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!